Welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 205, being recorded on April 12th, 2022. The Council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit.
With a little background and next to no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. That was probably the best one yet, Brian.
We're getting pretty good at this.
I can't wait until the day that his reverb doesn't work and everybody just pauses and he just goes, random shit.
Yeah, that'll happen.
The echo wave is so large that we haven't even heard the first comeback.
That's not reverb, that's echo.
Well, that was pretty impressive.
That's how wide the reverb is.
That's what my
that
microphone
sounds
says
like
is echo.
Well, it's not quite as impressive as the first fully private space flight to the International Space Station.
Wow. They actually have footage of it. They have footage of the people on board.
Well, yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, let me share my screen here. You guys can watch this.
I was trying to book my stay at the ISS on VRBO. Could not find it.
12-я ступень в порядке?
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I don't want to do this.
Anyway, there's just a lot of back and forth, and then he pees his pants. So.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm sure that's exactly what happened when SpaceX launched these guys on Friday.
I'm sure
Wouldn't
they
you
did
pee your
pee their
pants?
pants because the suits are designed for it.
I mean, you have to kind of stay in your suit for like a whole bunch of time, don't you? Like 3 days.
I'm not sure I understand. So this is private, meaning not government funded.
Yeah. So this, yes. So the space flight has 100% private people that funded their own flight to the space station, and they are the biggest reason for a lot of people being a little skeptical here is they literally are not going to do, as far as we know, they have no responsibilities on the space station when they get there.
Just
So
stay out of
like,
the way.
So you just get up there and you're like, well,
The responsibility is don't touch anything.
basically, I mean, everybody else who goes up there, they're doing experiments, they're doing research, they're doing something like that. These guys have literally no mission.
They're just getting in the way.
They're just going for fun.
And they're there
What are you
for
guys doing?
7 days?
Yeah, like a week. Yeah.
So this is the first commercial flight to the space station.
First, correct. Yep. Well, I mean, with all private people, yes.
They should have some VR goggles so that they have a first class commercial trip to the space station. VR first class.
Perfect. Makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how long. I can't wait until they figure out what the cost of this seven night stay in the International Space Station costs. But
The three
I'm sure it's
private
somewhere.
people paid $55 million each.
2 of them.
No, there were 4 people. 3.
Oh,
were
each person played.
3 passengers paid 55, and then there was a captain who was paid to go up there. I'm assuming by the company that booked the flight.
is that counting ISS stay? Like 55 million is counting how much they're paying to stay there? Or that was just to get
don't know.
launched?
I just saw the number that it cost them $55 million to.
Well, we know SpaceX launches don't cost 55 million by 3.
That's just the Uber
Right.
to get you to the hotel, to the resort. The resort's another fee on itself.
Yeah.
The Uber fee. They were paying for paying for peak use time or whatever it's called on Uber. What do they call
right. Peak use time.
that? Uber rate time.
Surge pricing.
Yes. Surge pricing.
Oh, well, keep
The
going.
thing- how surge pricing works on on the rockets. It works like this: 55 million a person. Surge pricing.
So, what are we going to name this episode?
Surge pricing.
Blaine, you were gone a long time.
Something like that. I just went to space real quick and came back.
Nice.
On surge pricing.
On surge pricing, yeah, I had to pay a premium for that one.
55 million.
What's the insurance policy on this thing? I mean, what happens if they don't make it?
If they don't make it, it's $55 million that covers it. That's all that the insurance is.
Wait,
I mean, that's all
wait,
that they're paying for is insurance.
Wait, are you saying? Are you asking? What if happens if they don't make it, like,
What if there's a
alive,
malfunction?
or
Yes.
or they just miss the International Space Station?
Well, if they miss it, that could be a problem too. But what if they just don't make it back? What if this is a one-way ticket to?
It will set back space tourism even further.
It will be probably
There's
somebody
some kind
signed
of
a waiver
payout for the
saying that
family,
they.
or
I bet the insurance company did not cover that. They had.
They probably
They have a
have.
little. They have a little a
An
bunny.
indemnity
They
clause.
took a bunny up there, stuffed bunny.
They probably have
cute.
term life insurance that would pay.
Well, I
But-
don't know. I give it a thumbs up. Anyone who's willing to spend that much money on something so stupid, good for you. You know what? It's you earned it. You can spend it however you want, I guess.
I say thumbs up for Matt. What do you say? Thumbs up
Do you
for
have a, do
Matt?
do people on the
Thumbs up
International
for-
Space Station? Shut the fuck up, Brian. Do people on the International Space Station have their cell phones? Like, does a cell phone like you could put a cell phone repeater up there if there's internet
No,
connection?
you can't use a cell phone
doubt it.
on a flying
On a
on
flight, on a commercial
on a
Well,
flight.
FAA governs that as well. Make sure your seat tables and trays are in or seats backs and trays are in the upright
I mean,
position.
I guess they could
Can you
have their
imagine the
cell
horror-
phone up
can you
there,
imagine
but it
the
would have to
horror-
be in airplane or rocket mode.
No, I'm just imagining. I'm imagining some fucking ISS astronaut up there with a let's go Brandon like hoodie on, and just like saying they're not gonna wear a mask, and like giving mission control a bunch of shit.
Can you see the horror if you sat in the wrong seat and you were the one responsible for pulling the handle and jettison everyone if there was
Are
a
you
problem?
comfortable with jettisoning everyone out into outer space in case of emergency?
Do you think when SpaceX launched, they
killed
did,
it.
did they have like a flight attendant that was like, "Are you comfortable sitting in an exit row? Can you perform all your duties?" In the event of a water landing, which there will be. But I was just curious whether
No, the
if
real
they
question is, do they have Skymall?
if they had some cell repeaters up there and they got to use their cell phones and stuff, and I was wondering whether
I
they
would
still got
doubt
like
it.
telemarketing calls. Like that would be dope as hell. I'd answer every single one of them. I'd be like, I'm on the ISS. I don't have time for this shit.
Did they get a SkyMall magazine for their flight?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Thumbs up.
What would happen on the Blaine? You might actually know this. On the ISS, are you below? Like, are GPS satellites? Are they in geostationary?
Oh yeah, they're way above you yet.
So, what the fuck would your phone say? Like, are you high enough that it would cause an issue? Because those things are very time sensitive, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I don't think. I bet the signal from the GPS satellites probably does not reach the space station. Would be my guess.
In any way.
Yeah, because they're probably pointed so far towards the ground
The focus.
that they focus around. They don't probably have. I mean, unless the space station happens to go in front of one, I would guess. But because you need to triangulate from 3 different satellites, it probably won't work. That would be my guess.
Let's find out.
Does GPS work on the International Space Station?
Does your mom work on?
Yes,
the
it
International
does.
Space
It
Station?
Apparently
uses
it
GPS.
does. Huh. There
We
you go.
can thank
Guess I
Al
was wrong.
Gore for that.
Hats off to you, Mr. Gore.
Thumbs up for GPS working on the space station.
Yeah, why not?
Something that you probably aren't bringing to the space station is your new cat.
Or
Probably
maybe-
because it gives people allergies. And
Space
but in the near
allergies.
future, they have scientists are inching closer to creating a hypoallergenic cat.
Yes.
Well,
And then you can bring it to
They already
this
had that
cat
one.
could go. Yeah.
Cat.
I thought
But
they already
the-
had that one that had no hair that was hypoallergenic.
Cat came back.
That Egyptian cat.
Okay, maybe I'll back up. A hypoallergenic cat that has fur.
The kittens
not
in this
possible.
image are just so cute.
That's the
Two,
same kind
two
of
thumbs
logic.
up for this article just for the kittens.
That's the same logic of releasing all those neutered mosquitoes. That was
Sure.
It's just not gonna. It's not possible.
Neutered
Well-
mosquitoes.
Yeah, I don't know if you were here for that. There was they released like 1 billion mosquitoes that were gonna do something.
Yeah,
to
but
other
whose job is it to
mosquitoes.
cut the mosquitoes' balls off?
It's a tedious task. It's something you can see on that pimple popping network. It's the same kind of thing.
One heck of a macro lens.
Well, yeah. In this case, though, scientists apparently are proposing that they have found the genes that create allergies in cats, and they are proposing that they could use the CRISPR technology to edit that out of a particular breed of cats.
How crisp is it?
So they've
Couldn't they
mapped
use-
the genome of a cat.
Probably.
Why can't
They
they
did that
just
first?
find the gene in humans and get rid of that gene?
Because apparently people don't like it when you use CRISPR on humans, but it's okay on cats.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's all he needed. That was the only. That was all.
I say thumbs
the
up for
explanation
trying
needed
to-
go.
Get rid of allergies. I mean, that's great.
Oh no, allergies will
so-
continue to exist. Just
Just not to cats.
just not from cats.
Or this one breed
they-
of cat.
And they did talk about this. So I mean, some cat breeds, like Russian blues and Balinese, they say they produce less of this, whatever
Protein
this
powder.
is.
Cat dander?
Less of this protein powder, called FeL-D1, and apparently that's what they would eliminate. But they do say that this gene has apparently no actual use. So it's not like getting rid of it is going to hurt the cat or ruin something else, supposedly.
Mhm.
So there you go. Maybe
Can we
you
collect
too.
enough of this protein powder and sell it to meatheads?
Yes.
Yes, kitty cat protein powder.
So I guess maybe I could only guess next year you'll hear about one of these coming up. So
I like
Something
it.
like that.
Meow. I give it 2 meows.
I give that a meow thumb down.
Yeah, come on.
But I give the thumbs up to hypoallergenic cats. Why not? They're freaking
Meow, are you
adorable.
sure you want to do that?
Well, you know what? New technology is for your web browser for an iPad is the ability to stabilize it. How many people have issues with not being able to read what's on a screen because it can't hold it steady?
Oh yeah. A lot of old people.
Lot of old people. So,
Probably lots of children as well.
Oh, and people in cars.
oh, definitely in cars. Actually, I
Like when I'm
like
driving,
this article.
it's really hard for me to read what's happening on my iPad.
Probably people being blasted to space.
I was going to say that would be difficult
That would
to
make
read
it
the
a little bit more
instructions
challenging.
on the iPad while you're being shook to death, being blasted into space.
Well, I do have the technology for you. A new browser called Stable apparently will stabilize your web browser reading on your iPad.
That's a clever name.
So, and actually, I like this. I wish that this would exist for a lot more. Wish a lot more devices had this because I will I have the problem where if I'm putting
it
if
available
I'm
in the
putting my
App Store?
child to sleep, yes.
Question.
Answer.
Um, would something like this possibly help with car sickness?
Maybe.
How?
Well,
I mean,
I don't know.
is it the not being able to focus on the words and being bouncing around? Is
Like
that what
Katie only
cars-
gets car sick when she's looking at her phone or a book or trying to read. Like that's a typical thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think car sickness is because your body's moving, but your brain is looking at something stationary.
Oh, so it could make it worse.
So I don't know if this would actually make it worse.
Oh, maybe we should move it more.
There you go.
I mean, it's
Unstable.
worth a shot.
For those of you with car sickness problems, unstable.
Give it a try. They do talk about use cases for like people with Parkinson's and stuff like that. So I see a lot of value here. For me personally, I was like, if I'm trying to put the baby to bed and I'm trying to read something at the same time or read my phone, and I'm like trying to bounce the baby, I'm like, there's no way I can read. I'm like doing one of these things with my head.
Oh yeah. I'm downloading it right now to test it out. We can do a live test.
Try it while you drive next time, Silas.
I'll keep you posted.
I wonder if you could download this to your to a Tesla screen so it makes it easier.
I can't say that I've ever been like riding in an airplane or driving, and it has moved so much that I've thought to myself, "God damn, I wish I had a screen stabilizer."
But maybe once you have the screen stabilized, you're
Maybe.
like, hey, this is pretty nice.
Maybe.
I would agree. Inside, as long as I can hold it, yeah, I don't see there's a huge amount of need for this.
So like when people are reading stuff, like are they like death gripping it and like locking their arm and like holding it and it's just bouncing and you can't read it? Because when I'm holding it like it's a drink that's about to spill over. Like your arm is almost a suspension for the phone, like smoothing out the movements.
Well, and if it was for someone with Parkinson's, then they're just going to be causing that vibration.
Well, yeah,
making it
that's
go up
I mean
and
that's a
read.
different
Yeah.
scenario.
I mean, that's a different scenario, but then that makes the screen stable, even though the phone is moving or the
No, you just
iPad.
need to get them in a car that like actively counteracts the waves that their tremors are doing, and then like so you don't need the phone to do it. You just need the car to do it.
There you go.
just so
But
have
what
a
if there are two
stabilizing
people
car. Gotcha.
that have it? How do you stabilize two?
Like
people?
two people in the car with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
I think you're in trouble.
This isn't a. I mean, I don't know.
Are they
We're not
driving or
shooting for this
passengers?
case.
I don't think they're driving, so
Is that out of scope?
That'll be a further enhancement.
that's two iPads.
I think this would actually help with car. That's because it's caused by a conflict between visually perceived movement and the movement sensed system. So if you're looking at something, if you're looking at you're not, or vice versa, that's what causes motion sickness.
Yeah, I don't get car sick or motion sick at all, really. So I've never really understood it.
Silas, I see you've got it on now. Do you have to shake that for the image to be clear?
No, it stays clear.
Well,
And
presumably,
then-
No,
it's
I
not
mean-
sitting there actively stabilizing while
While
like
it's
it's not
stationary.
moving. Yeah. That wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Shake it a little bit.
The iPad's
the
not
issue
moving.
that I'm having with it right now is that I can't get it to search anything on the web.
Well, that's how
Oh,
they
it
get
doesn't
you.
do that.
That's
That
DLC.
costs extra.
Yeah.
Being able to search the web.
It's kind of like that
browser's
iPad
free.
calculator that you have to pay to use the plus sign.
Search base.
Or
Excuse
like,
me, what?
That sounds
did you
terrible.
see the somebody who had bought an Audi and they apparently can't turn on AC
The
sync?
zone.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't really
anyway.
know.
Like
I
the
don't- you know,
button's
to
there, but it's
vote,
disabled in
I'm
software.
gonna say thumbs
Yeah.
down.
Yep.
And he
This-
knew that. I mean, the guy knew it. He it was a package that you actually had to pay to upgrade, and he did
What
not buy
the what
it.
the hell kind of fucking I'm not even gonna ask because I know the answer's Porsche. I was gonna say like what the hell kind of fucking manufacturer gates like environment controls Bind.
I'm going to give Stable a thumbs up for trying and a thumbs down for execution.
You're not even using it in its like intended form. You're sitting there stationary.
I was shaking it, but the problem was it wouldn't load a single web page I tried to search for.
Oh.
So
Well, that's what
the
makes it so
shaking part
stable.
seemed to work okay, but I didn't get a chance to really test it out because I couldn't search for anything.
Yeah.
So keep working on it, guys. I believe in you.
Yeah, I do give it a thumbs up because I think it's an interesting thing. I think they should bring it to more than just the iPad, though.
I give it a 10 for looks and a 3 for its ability to describe itself.
If you can see this or not, but I'm shaking. I have to give it a thumbs down. I don't know what browser you're using, but my hand was shaking when I was doing that. So.
That's pretty shaky, Brian. I'm not sure if you can stand on that. Something that's
Nice.
less shaky, though, is solar panels that apparently can generate electricity at
What?
night.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nice.
How?
What do you mean how? There's all kinds of UV
Ridiculous.
rays still hitting.
No, it doesn't exist. You're
So-
making this up.
What do you think
Actually-
the moon's reflecting, assholes?
So that's exactly what I
they
thought
just
this was going to be.
shine flashlights at it.
So if
But
the
it-
moon
but it's
is-
not.
Charge your phone, maybe.
Matt, you bring up a good point though.
Please tell me
If the
we're
moon is
capturing.
reflecting sunlight, then how come vampires can go out at night?
That's not my
Vampires.
point. That's somebody else's point.
That is a good point, Matt.
The moon must
That
filter it.
is
I like how you're
a-
thinking about vampires right now, Matt.
Dave,
Well, hey,
that's
now.
a misconception about vampires. They can live in day or night.
Live.
That's
then
okay.
How come?
Depends who wrote
Take
the
a second to process it. Look at your screen there. I'm sorry. What are we doing?
Tell me, how are they doing it at night?
So this is they are not actually collecting UV rays or any light rays at night. It apparently incorporates a thermoelectric generator, which pulls electricity from the small difference in temperature between the ambient air and the solar cell.
Oh.
So I'm guessing that
Because
as the sun goes
they
down,
would
it
be
gets cooler.
warmer.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, got it.
So
But
it
but
technically
not the
works
entire
at night.
night.
This is like trickle charge.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it. Trickle
50
charge,
panels on your roof can charge your phone overnight.
probably.
it.
So yeah,
That's
they
all.
talk about these really
Yeah,
being
night
for like
light and a
really
phone
far
charger.
off the grid type of people. So people who probably don't have any other means to get something.
Well, there are solar panels that basically use water cooling on them because the cooler you can keep the panel, the more efficient they are. So they basically have a heat sink on the back with a water loop.
Mhm.
So you could heat that water up and then use that temperature differential in the water to further maximize your storage capacity.
Oh.
Yeah, but how much energy does it use to run the water cooling pump though?
Well, you'll need a generator for that.
Uh, not I mean, Linus has a bank of those on his house that he's using for
I saw-
heating their pool.
I saw this thing the
Oh.
other day where they capped two ends of a water line and then they inserted this essentially little turbine that as water into your house ran through the tube. So you turn on the shower, you generate electricity. It didn't generate a whole lot, but it turned on a 20 watt or something light bulb.
Like your own micro
So you're just
hydroelectric
using
dam.
the pressure from the mains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Except you don't. I mean, I'm assuming most people are not constantly running water in their house.
This would be
Not
fantastic
constantly.
for when the power goes out because the water is almost never out at the same time. So then everyone in town turns on their water so that they can get their water pressure light bulb on.
Remember when the power went out and we had water? Now we don't have any.
And the
we don't have
fucking water
we don't
tower
have power.
emptied in like 30 seconds. They should. It makes me wonder how much if you. I actually want to know, like, if you hooked this up to some sort of battery system that hooked into your house, how much, like, during the day, how much charge could just the passive use of like your house
Well, that's what I
generate.
was wondering.
Because
and
you know, I like usually some like I'm taking like you know, I'm taking a shower, Katie's taking a shower. I may take 2 showers if I went biking. You know, there's probably a
Dishwashers,
load of
laundry
laundry,
machine.
How long
washing
would it take?
bottles. Like,
Okay, but how long would it take for you to charge your car using a
well, I
110
mean,
outlet?
This is,
I
I mean,
just, I
that's the
just
question,
pour, I
right? I
just
mean, it
pour.
depends
No,
on how
see,
efficient it
Brian,
is.
you don't want to do that to charge. You just want to pour the car. You want to pour the water directly into the tank, and then you can get hydrogen that you can burn to also make energy.
I don't know about this story, but I'm thinking thumbs up to whatever Matt's talking about.
Yeah, fucking boom, genius right here.
You might be able to get like half of a cell phone charge out of a day.
Is that? Are you
I mean, I'm gonna
guessing?
bet.
I'm
I'm gonna guess that
guessing.
it's pretty damn low, to be honest. I mean, unless you've
8
got
different-
something ridiculous.
I mean, how much power did it say it was generating? You can figure this out.
for what?
8 different
This is
ways to
solar?
charge your cell phone.
Yeah, how much? Like how much in the article? How much? I mean, I don't have it open. I don't open these things.
What you
And,
need to do is you need to
they don't
go
really
into
mention
the
how
actual
much
water
it
main on your
produces.
street. You dig down.
There you go. You just like get in there and put it on the big main because there would always be moving, right?
Exactly.
That would be awesome. Now that's an
Sapping
idea.
power. Yeah, that's pretty good.
There you go, Dave.
Except you got to do that
Uh-huh.
at night.
You
Because if
gotta do
everybody
that at
did
night.
that, then the city would not be happy.
That would probably be a better way of doing it. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Thumbs up for that one. That's a way you can generate power at night.
Now here's why wouldn't the city take advantage of that? They have access to the full.
Because they've got to pump the water up for it to flow back down. And
Yeah, when it's flowing back down, they could get energy from it, and they could all. Everyone in the city could charge their cell phones while they're at work.
Yep.
That's right. I give a thumbs up to these guys on the solar panels. You know,
I want to put these on like my gutter and stuff. My downspouts.
Are there solar panels on the space station?
Yes. Have you ever seen the space station?
Not up close.
It's
not in.
it's like a large percentage of it is solar panel.
Really?
Well,
We should pay to get Brian to the ISS.
No, thank you.
If you guys come up with the rest, I'll get $5 million.
Just enough to get him there, not to get him back, just to get him there.
Oh yeah,
is a one-way ticket half price?
That's a great question, actually. We were talking about doing that with Mars, right? Like that was going to make it cheaper. That's the real question: is would you pay for a one-way ticket to the ISS?
Seems like a Disney movie. Stowaway.
And then what do you do? Just like you just hang out by one of those things that may or may not be solar panels on the outside with your thumb out, like trying to hitchhike back.
Well, the real question is, can I potentially buy a ticket later, or is that my only chance to buy a return ticket?
You know, buying a ticket to the ISS right now would be a pretty good hedge against inflation, I think.
Probably.
It's probably a work release program. You know, once you've done enough work and earned enough money, then they'll let you go back.
Well, you have to go out there and like you're just floating by the whatever the front of the ISS is with your like squeegee and your squirt bottle, like gonna like clean it off, and then like you're not tethered, you spray it, and you just float away.
I do maintenance, and also they do some of these experiments too. They try this stuff, taste that stuff, see what happens to you, that type of thing.
Well,
Sounds
you know,
like a good idea.
I think that Netflix stole Matt's 2 thumbs up because Netflix is now going to let you give 2 thumbs up to a TV show.
Who cares?
So eventually we're going to go to 5 thumbs, right?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
2 thumbs down. Who cares?
1 out of 5. I give this 1 out of 5 thumbs.
Is this what they spent that extra $1 on for my
Yes.
subscription? Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck
It's
that.
programming
Next
in that
topic.
extra thumb. They had to hire. They had to hire in a whole
Next.
team to fix it.
Next.
I give,
Yeah.
I give Netflix 2 thumbs up for spending time thinking about this. Nice job.
This is definitely a thumbs down. No, thank you. If you
They're
were
like-
tired
they're
of
like
watching,
producing content so easy. We don't even have to think about it anymore. We're going to be thinking about whether or not we should give 1 or 2 thumbs up to these programs.
But I've seen some pretty epic programs from them that need 2 thumbs down. If I had that option, I would say yes. Good idea.
Oh, maybe
Give me
that's
that
maybe they
option.
That's a
took
good point.
they took that thumbs down from YouTube and just flipped it over, and that's where they got it.
If I could hack, I would hack YouTube. I would hack Netflix and change them to thumbs down. That's what I would do.
It's a pretty bold claim there, Brian.
All
If I
right.
had the first clue how to do that.
Well, I know who they're going after next, but they might be coming after you with laser sight Nerf dart hat.
What?
I'm not doing
This sounds like an Adam Savage.
No, no, no.
thing.
Laser sight Nerf dart hat sounds like what my GIF that I uploaded to GIFCat or Giphy would be named.
it. Sounds like the name of an 80s band.
Kind of.
Yes, Adam
This is a
Savage apparently
46
built
minute long YouTube video
for what?
for Adam Savage.
Oh, well,
Did we-
he does like to hear himself talk, so.
Did we already? Wait, did you not introduce it? Did we skip ahead?
No, I did.
Okay.
That,
I just
it's
was
the
watching
Nerf dart
him.
hat.
I'm just watching him.
Yeah, no. If you were tired of listening to coworkers, if you're in the office and you want to shoot them with Nerf darts, Adam Savage does have the hat for you.
You can get yours for the low price of 20 years of
2 thumbs up.
experience and $50,000 worth of builder materials and a $400 an hour loft rental space
Only.
only.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good idea. I like it. It shoots 54 darts, and it has a laser sight that you can use to determine who you're going to shoot it at. So, if you're too busy typing away at your computer and somebody walks into your office and you're just like, go away, shoot them with the dart hat.
I like it.
This is
I'm
pretty
good with
stupid.
Pretty stupid.
I don't know. Now that I'm looking at this, hold on a second. Actually, it's not that stupid. That's pretty cool. How much did it cost?
You
40
had to become Adam
million or
Savage's
40 million
friend.
views. I don't know.
Cost 40 million views.
Yep, and 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs. YouTube is giving thumbs up also. Also on Twitter, you can give people the bird twice if you want on Twitter.
Oh, that's
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna be having like Twitter influencers asking for double check marks. This is going too far.
Well,
When will it
Elon
stop?
Musk.
So
Elon,
what's-
you could pitch that idea to Elon if you want, because he owns most of Twitter now. I give this a
Doesn't
thumbs up because I
own
like
most
Adam
of
Savage.
Twitter.
He owns it now. He owns the majority. He's a majority shareholder now.
Who is?
Majority share owner does not mean you own the majority of something.
He owns the majority of Twitter, and if you don't believe me, just ask him.
Why
Next
don't you
time
tweet it
I-
out?
Are we still
see him on the
talking about the
street.
Nerf dart gun?
No, I
hat
gave that a
thing?
thumbs up. I moved on to
Thumbs up.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the Nerf dart hat a thumbs down. I just really don't like it. So
What?
Why? Doesn't matter. I just don't like it.
Do you, it's like the final hat of the Go Dog Go book. Do you like my hat?
If you say no, I will shoot you with my hat.
The violent version.
the violent version of Go Dog Go. All right, well we're gonna move on to our Elon Musk pitches for the week. Who wants to pitch Mr. Musk?
I'm liking this whole solar panel thing, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe if he could make solar panels that are just floating around orbiting the Earth, collecting energy, and then somehow I don't know.
And then
Yeah,
wirelessly
yes.
beaming it to Earth.
Yeah, like wirelessly beaming it to wherever power is needed.
This is essentially
it-
a power plant that you can use in SimCity 2000.
You're thinking too small, Brian.
It's the microwave beamer down to the surface.
SimCity 2000.
I think you need to expand this solar panel idea just a little bit. Instead of just floating, like an interconnected grid that like envelops the Earth.
So we can't see the stars anymore?
No, the backsides will have LED panels on them, so you can like see through to see what the other
What
side
if
would
they're
be.
clear solar panels?
Oh, and if there's solar panels, all they do is they wirelessly recharge my cell phone. That's my idea.
Amazing.
So then you could go anywhere in the world and you would never have to plug your cell phone in.
It would
Because it would
put
just
the
charge.
wired cell phone business charging cord business out of business.
Apple should probably fund this as well because they are definitely getting rid of charging ports.
Yeah,
Hey, there you
good
go.
idea.
Wireless
There you go. I like
charging
it.
on steroids.
A global wireless charging. Yeah, that's what I'm going to
Solar
go with.
powered
Elon.
global wireless charging thing. Could be like up there with Starlink floating around.
There you go. Yeah.
Just hijack Starlink to make a global wireless charging
All right, that's enough.
platform.
Went too far.
Nope. That is what I'm doing. That is my pitch, Elon.
You stole my pitch.
No, you just had solar panels. I just expanded on this. Mine's way better.
Well, I don't know. I just kept typing into Brian's section, so now it sounds like Dave is stealing it.
I give it a thumbs up. Nice
Thanks.
job tag
Thanks,
teaming
Silas.
that one, I guess.
Yeah,
I have one.
I'll give 2 thumbs up, 1 for each of you. How about that?
I
Yeah.
think all of our ideas someday should be put in a time capsule.
They are on our
It's
workflow.
called the internet.
Not a digital time capsule, a real time capsule, buried
We
under
have to make all
couple
of them
feet
and
of
put them
dirt.
in a time capsule.
Yeah,
Most of
there
them
you
aren't
go.
even feasible. Most of them
Oh,
aren't
but they
even
will
half
be.
have already
By
been
the
made.
time futuristic people find it, they'll go, "Wow, they had all these ideas way back then. This is stuff we do now."
Perfect.
We would be visionaries.
Yep.
I
The
would
Council
like
of
to
Five.
pitch to Elon that he make one of these. I want him to make a pair of these, but I want him to make it so that when you put it on your nose, it actually connects into your nostrils and it blocks allergens from coming in. It doesn't plug it up. It's like an air filter for your nose. That way you don't have to go modifying cats like a mad scientist. You just get to look really cool and breathe clean air.
If you breathe through your nose, unless you're a
Yeah,
mouth
what if you're
breather.
breathing through your mouth?
You don't anymore. You don't get to.
We
I'm
don't
sorry.
need to. Do they
You
just
have
sew
to
your
breathe through
mouth
your
shut?
nose.
Yeah, like a zombie.
You can only eat with your mouth. You have to breathe through your nose. Sorry. Hey, it's better than having allergies and better than tampering with cats.
What if your allergy was peanuts?
Well, then
Or
you eat them
plastic.
through your
Just put-
nose.
Put a nose on one of these,
Yeah,
and then you'd be good to go.
you could.
Now
do
we're
that,
talking future.
But
Oh, there you
but
go.
mine looks cooler.
You don't know what this reshaped to be looking like a nose would look like.
Yeah,
Looks
but
like
it
a
doesn't
really
have
big
glasses.
That's
You
awesome.
can add glasses to it,
Fine.
or maybe this is the
fine.
LASIK version where it doesn't need glasses anymore.
I think it should be an attachment for glasses. So you can either buy the glasses if you don't wear them, or if you wear glasses, it's just an attachment.
Attach it to the glasses. You hook it up under your nose. Oh, I like it.
I like
Okay,
this
okay.
idea. I like it.
I like
Secret
I like that
identity.
part. Now we're good. Yeah, I think I like the idea of pouring water into a car to recharge it. So I think Mr. Musk should come up with an electric car that recharges where you just pour water on it. So if it's gonna rain, you can just set your car outside and it'll recharge.
You could drive forever. You could drive forever in a rainstorm.
Yeah, you could drive for forever.
You go through car washes real quick, get your car clean and charged. I like it.
Exactly, and I can just turn on if I need to charge at night. I can just turn on the water in my garage and leave a hose on it.
Yeah, and
The water
at the same time, you'll have that little
overnight.
device in your hose that will be creating enough energy to charge your cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. I'll charge my car and cell phone at the same time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I wonder what that would do to your water pressure if you had one. If you had like dozens of those things in all over the house.
I mean, depends. Are you running them all the time?
Well, as water's running through the pipes, and you have them hooked up to the electric system of
Yeah,
your
but
house.
it's only. Are you still getting water out of the pipes though? Are you running?
You would only
water?
need it. You would only need it right past your main.
Yeah, you could just put it on the main. That's fair. Actually, just attach it to the to your water meter. I'm sure that'll work. That actually probably already does it.
That's how
Your water
they're
meter
powering
spins.
that water meter. Is with
Yeah.
one of
Yep.
those turbines.
The water
Yep.
powers the water meter.
That's exactly right.
That's amazing.
All right. Well, with that, I think I'm going to go ahead. Unless Matt's got a pitch for Mr. Musk tonight. All right.
No.
With that, I'm going to go ahead and call this council meeting adjourned. We thank you all for listening as we do record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. And if you like what you saw and want to check out all past episodes, definitely don't go to councilcast.org right now, but or iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Just go to YouTube. That's the only place you can find us. But if you somehow did find us and want to send in a topic for us to weigh in about, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org. Connect with us on Twitter at RealCouncilCast, or check out Reddit, our new Reddit spot at /CouncilCast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.